Do you like New Year's resolutions? I don't know about you, but I don't, right? Someone recently asked me what my New Year's resolution was. I just hate that question, right? I mean, I understand the tradition behind it, and I understand how for a lot of people they're trying to change an undesired trait or behavior. However, personally, I don't make traditional New Year resolutions. In my opinion, they suck. And guess what? 80% of them never last. The reason we feel compelled to make New Year's resolutions because we want something different. That's okay, right? That's normal. If you want this year to be different, and I gotta trust that many of us want this year to be different, right? This coming year, then I encourage you to in fact be different. The place to start is by learning how to make commitments. I want to show you how to do that, but first, I want to remind you that to sign up for my Self 2.0 Leadership Development Program. Why? Because it's about to close. If you haven't already signed up, I encourage you to do that now. The Self 2.0 Leadership Development Program is a 90-day accelerated training program that will help you gain the confidence and courage to effectively communicate, influence, and coach your team so both you and them perform at your best in the year ahead. I don't want you to miss this opportunity, so if you're interested in learning more about this program, follow the link in the description. For now, I want to help you make this coming year a hell of a lot better than the previous one, right? As I mentioned, I want to encourage you to toss out those New Year's resolutions. Instead, I want you to learn how to make commitments. See, in my opinion, leaders make commitments, not resolutions. And there's a difference. Leaders are the few who discipline themselves to change versus the many who just talk about it. Are you ready for a change? If so, awesome. I want to help. See, commitments come with responsibility, right? Let me give you a simple example. I just offered to help you change. If you want my help, sign up for the Self 2.0 Leadership Development Program. That's a commitment. That's not a resolution. That's a commitment to learn and grow and be surrounded by other like-minded souls who are navigating the same challenges as you are. That's not a marketing message. That's a commitment, right? I commit every single day, every week to share valuable content with you. That's a commitment. That's not a resolution. A commitment, in fact, requires work. A commitment drives change. This is just one simple example, but it's a part of a larger challenge. See, many of us make these fancy resolutions every year, and by the third week of January, those same people begin making excuses. There's a reason why there's a major increase in gym memberships on January 1st, right? The number one resolution people make every single year is to get healthy. Most people make a resolution to lose 10 pounds, right? That they gained over the holiday. They go to the store and they buy all kinds of healthy food. They even create a spreadsheet that shows how they're going to get buffed by the time July comes around, right? They're going to lose a pound a week or whatever, right? And then guess what happens? February, right? And we know what happens in February? Those famous Girl Scouts release those cookies. They become available. And you know the ones I'm talking about, right? Those mint cookies, those chocolate mint cookies that you stick in the freezer. And I don't know about you, but you can't eat one of them. You have to actually eat the entire sleeve, right? And bam, there goes that diet. It's okay though, right? You convince yourself you're going to work out next week, but the alarm goes off and you're on this comfy and warm sheets. And the thought of going out in the cold is the furthest thing from your mind. So you convince yourself you're going to go tomorrow. But the same story repeats itself. The next thing you know, you stop talking about those resolutions and you say, next year. Let me say this again. Resolutions suck, okay? Commitments are better than resolutions. I love the word commitment. Just love the word commitment. There's something about it that shifts your mindset. You must be willing to live up to your commitments, right? It's no different in business. When you agree to lead others, you commit to actually being a role model, and you must be willing to live up to the model or at least try. See, people can forgive you if you fail to achieve something, but they will find it hard to follow you if you fail to try. Leaders demonstrate a willingness to set an example that others want to emulate. Are you willing to make a commitment to yourself? If so, let's peel this back further. If you're willing to make a renewed commitment to yourself, Start by asking new questions of yourself. The question is not what you will do this year, but instead, what will your experience be while you're doing it? Here's a major news flash. There isn't some grand checklist of things you must do to become successful, right? To live at a higher level, you have to change who you are. You must go from doing to being. So what you do is a reflection of who you are and who you are becoming. Einstein said it best. You guys know I'm a big Einstein fan, right? Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Love that, right? Here are a couple of good questions to ask yourself. What kind of leader do I want to be? Right? It's a great question. How can I grow into that person? How should I treat others? What support does my team need from me? See, leaders don't live in the past. You are not what you did yesterday. You are not what you said yesterday, or you're not what you thought yesterday. You have to separate yourself from any former ideas about who you were. That is what I call the old you. But remember, leaders don't seek to forget their past. They seek to change their future. The worst thing you can do is to forget your past. Your past contains this wonderful library of lessons. Don't pretend it doesn't matter. Rather, acknowledge that it does matter. And because it does, you're going to make a conscious decision not to repeat certain behaviors that didn't serve you well or bask in the glory of previous accomplishments. Letting go of your past does not mean forgetting it. It simply means that you refuse to hold on to it. Today, right now, is a new beginning. It's an invitation to create the new you. This is an opportunity to become the person you truly want to be. What type of leader are you willing to commit to becoming? That's the key question you got to ask, right? I encourage you to let go of those half-hearted resolutions that you normally make. Instead, make a commitment to practice being the person you truly want to be. Just imagine for a second, being able to say, I'm happy. No, I'm extremely happy. I love what I do, and I feel like I'm making a difference. Would that make this year different? Every year, right? Every day, not every year, I focus first and foremost on being happy, on loving what I do, right? That I can't wait to get out of bed. I want to feel that I'm making a difference every single day. And I want to remind you that every day, you too get a second chance at life. Every day is a new beginning of a new year for you. You don't need a new calendar year to define new resolutions. You can recommit to becoming the person you want to be every single day. It starts with a choice, a conscious commitment to who? To yourself. What type of leader are you willing to commit to? Making a conscious commitment to yourself is like the first step. The old you is a person of the past. The new you is creating the future. If you want help on becoming a leader that others want to follow, I encourage you to sign up for my Self 2.0 Leadership Development Program before it fills up. This is an accelerated 90-day training program that will help you build the confidence and courage to lead others and accelerate results. Enrollment is about to close, and I want to ensure you don't miss out. We are limiting the size of this group, right? So we can work intimately with each person. So if you're interested, I encourage you to get your application in today before it's too late. All the details are below in the description. Okay? From my heart to yours, I want to wish you a very, very happy new year. I want to wish you a year that's a lot different than the one we just experienced. Okay, if you liked what I shared today, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and of course subscribe. Each week I'm sharing content to help you embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Happy New Year.